YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy, the one J Osh. Welcome back to the show. Hey, look. Your boy, we is on a roll. Alright, the subs keep counting. Your boy's on the road to 2K. We're on the grind to 5,000, but we're close. We're getting closer to 2K. The subs grow quicker by the day. I don't know if I just have a video that popped off or what, but I feel like my subs have been growing like way quicker, you know? But I'm here for it. We're doing a video right now, not Tornado Alley, why the worst tornadoes now hit here. This is from Jonothan Petramala. I believe that's how you say his name. Again, I'm going to say this every video. Please, people, if you don't want me to use your video, I'd rather you just message me and tell me to not use your video. I think Jonathan used footage from other people's videos, so I'm sure he won't mind. But I'd rather people just tell me they don't want me to use their videos, honestly. Like, straight up. I don't want no copyright strikes. I love my channel. It ain't about no money. Your boy ain't making no money right now. We had 1,000 subs. But it's just about, like, the love of doing it. You know, I don't want to lose my channel. I don't want to start over from scratch. I will if I got to. But, you know, yeah, so we're going to do this video. I'm pretty sure this is about him explaining how Tornado Alley, pretty much in the Midwest, got moved over to Dixie Alley. But I'm pretty sure all the main tornadoes still happen in Tornado Alley. It's just, I think the more dangerous and deadly tornadoes are starting to now happen more and more at Dixie Alley. You know, I think that's where he's going to go with it. I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to watch this video and find out. But also, again, appreciate every one of y'all for subbing up. We had 1,000. I think we're at 1,140 subs, somewhere around there. So yeah, like I said, we're growing quickly. I appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. Still, again, I'm gonna say this every time I do a video. I have not forgotten about the giveaway. I'm gonna do the giveaway. I know nobody's really mentioned it. However, again, I'm still grateful for getting to 1,000 subs. Out of my own pocket, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm literally going to make just a video alone explaining how to be in the giveaway. And, you know, you don't have to spend money, you know, to get a chance. It's not a raffle or nothing like that. It's just a giveaway to say thanks to y'all. I'm going to just tell y'all how y'all can be in the giveaway. You're subbed up, you're already part of it. So, if you're not subbed up and you're watching this, sub up so you can be a part of the giveaway. But anyways, now we're going to get to this video. Hope everybody's doing good.
I mean, we've had a lot of tornadoes these past couple of years, so I feel like the community's kind of come together and figured it out.
Get in the car!
See,
Get in the car!
Scott Peak. He shouldn't have.
Get me closer.
Oh, they're getting worse down this way.
I just hit something.
Tornado Alley has moved, and I've found America's newest tornado.
What'd I tell you? Dixie Alley. So we got here, my state, GA, Georgia, Bama. This is Mississippi, yeah. This is Mississippi. Your boy is not a geographer, don't judge. I'm a little slow. Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana. Yeah, obviously that's Texas. But, yeah, I think he's just going to explain most of the dangerous tornadoes that happen there, which, off the top of my head, last few have, I think. Pretty sure. I think Missouri's right there, maybe? Yeah, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri. I think Missouri's here. Yeah, I believe.
Spot. It lies along a highway in southern Mississippi.
South Carolina, North Carolina.
This isn't the Midwest. This isn't Oz. There are no ruby slippers here, just red clay and pine trees.
There's no way in hell you start off the video saying something about the eyes. Follow the yellow brick road.
Snapping like matchsticks in the night.
They heard the tornado in the distance. It was just shredding this force. They hear the limbs snapping, trees being yanked from their roots, being tossed. They say it roared, sounded like a train 2 miles away.
And it was that loud?
Yes, sir.
So when you hear that, and it's dark still, I assume? Mm-hmm. That has to be, let's get out of the way, I don't want to make sure.
Brother, the worst part about that is the fact that a lot of these tornadoes in Dixie Alley will happen at night. or they're always rain wrapped. No visual. Terrible. Terrible. The worst possible tornado
that had
possible.
to be kind of an intimidating.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking.
I believe it.
Since 2013, more strong and violent tornadoes have ripped through this relatively small part of the country than any other.
Yep.
Ooh, we barely made it.
Where is this? Your place here?
Yeah, we barely made it. Ooh, that tree. Ooh. It scared me to death.
Forget everything you think you know about Tornado Alley, that romanticized stretch of prairie land where storm chasers roam and the sky performs cinematic violence. That mythology, it's old news.
Large tornado on the ground. Going into Hattiesburg.
Yeah, because I think it's always gonna be a thing where like Tornado Alley is always gonna be Tornado Alley. Still gonna have like probably the most number of tornadoes. It's just so happens for some reason our tornadoes over in Dixie Alley is just they're terrible, brother. Like I said, it's hard to see them. You know, you get a warning, I'm sure, but brother, you can't see nothing. It's rain shrouded. It's always dark. It's something. It's never a good combination. It's never like in the Midwest where you probably can see a good amount of them, like just out in the open. You're just like, oh, there's a tornado. Like, obviously, I think normal people ain't just like, oh, that's a tornado, but you know, I'm pretty sure they're common. So
Tornado Alley has packed up and moved east. Like some great atmospheric migration, the monsters have found new hunting grounds.
Yeah.
And I'm at ground zero.
You see it?
See, that's what I'm saying. Look at that.
Wow.
It's
The most tornado-prone place
Terrible.
in America isn't in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
When the wind blew out, that's when I jumped out of bed.
Kansas is still good.
It's right here, along Highway 98 in Mississippi, where the storms slip in through the pines at midnight,
Mississippi.
where destruction doesn't announce
Baby
itself with the
getting-
courtesy of daylight or warning.
It's hard to breathe.
In this video, I'll explain what the science is saying about this shift and why tornadoes here are even more deadly and dangerous than the ones our grandparents told us about.
recording.
The tornado will be here for Hattiesburg by 3:05 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, we're gonna hold that scud.
But our story starts on February 10th, 2013. Hattiesburg, Mississippi is being cut
Boy, Hattiesburg got it bad. Yeah, I remember that one.
in half by a powerful EF4 tornado.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's huge.
At 5:03 p.m., the tornado touches down west-southwest of West Hattiesburg. It doesn't waste time. It widens fast, like it's hungry.
Listen to that thing.
At least have a visual on it, which is not by any
Plowing through
means
suburban streets,
saying it's not
peeling
dangerous.
roofs off of homes, ripping power lines from the sky, snapping trees like breadsticks. A half-mile wide beast, bulldozing its way through people's Sunday evening.
Bro, and I say this all the time. Like, imagine some of these tornadoes coming through these major cities. Because they're not off the hook. It's still possible. It hasn't happened too much. But it's definitely possible some of these major cities getting hit. Some of these, like, imagine the EF4, EF5 coming through a major city. Like Bama's done seen some. It's crazy.
It narrows again as it slams into Oak Grove High School. Cars tossed like
Man,
kids'
look
toys.
at that thing.
This one ending up on the baseball diamond.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
green. Go.
The storm went house to house like an angry debt collector. Hundreds of homes and businesses either gone or gutted. Neighborhoods torn open,
That ain't
strip
funny.
malls turned
That
inside
said
out.
like an angry
No
debt
mercy,
collector.
no pattern, just destruction.
You
Block
got my money? I
after
just
block.
immediately think of the Brian.
Before we go any
Studer
further, I
from
want
me.
to say thank you to the sponsor of this video,
Shout out Jonathan getting paid. Hey, Insta, hey, I got a that's my camera. Insta 360, it ain't the exact one he got, because I ain't got that kind of money, but...
the chaos behind, like this stop sign whipping by. And did you notice how the giant selfie stick disappeared? The power lines. When the sun goes down, longer battery life.
I've had it for a week. I've been to see half-time
Forward.
Most of the wreckage is brutal, but survivable.
It's a good camera.
EF2, EF3, but just southwest of the school, the monster shows its teeth. Debris scattered like breadcrumbs downwind. Not just leveled, obliterated.
It looks so similar to the Moore tornado, the visual where it has all the stuff, debris flying on the outside of it.
The trees stripped bare, skinned alive. This wasn't just a storm, it was like a surgical strike through Hattiesburg.
Anybody in there?
At the University of Southern Mississippi, the southern edge of campus took a direct hit.
Oh.
6 buildings battered, 2 just gone, wiped off the map like they were never there. Then it brushed the edge of downtown Hattiesburg, close enough to feel personal. Power lines tangled in the streets like spaghetti, homes shredded.
Nobody's in there. She's out.
Not old shacks, solid places.
Clear.
Places meant to last. EF2, EF3, on paper that means significant damage. In real life, it means your house looks like it lost a fist fight with God. The tornado kept going across the Leaf River into Petal. Homes crushed. Another town, another scar.
Go, 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 go.
33 minutes. That's how long it was on the ground. 22.5 miles of chaos. 3/4 of a mile wide at its worst. Winds hit 170 miles an hour. That's not weather. That's war. 71 people were hurt, and somehow,
Somebody hurt?
nobody died.
Debris in the air.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Lives have been ruined. Yes. Sure took out homes and all type of stuff. Destroyed vehicles, all that. All that sucks. But the best thing you can hear is ain't nobody lose their life.
Since that day in 2013, this relatively small and ignored area has seen violent after violent EF2 and EF4 tornadoes that have passed through the Highway 98 corridor.
Wow.
It's never hit here before. We've always got alerts and it's never hit here.
A recent study in the Journal of Applied Meteorology and Climatology confirms what folks down here already know. Tornadoes could be shifting east.
It's coming.
The science is brutally simple. The Gulf is warming up. Warm water means more fuel, more moisture, more atmospheric gasoline for these violent engines of destruction. When that sticky Gulf air collides with cooler fronts from the north, it's like mixing tequila and bad decisions. The results are predictably catastrophic.
Jonathan, you did not have to just mention the drink to get that off.
Winters down here are warmer than they used to be, just a few degrees, but that's enough to load the atmosphere with more moisture, more fuel, more chaos. So now, even in January or February, you've got warm, sticky air pushing in from the Gulf and slamming into cooler air, sliding down from the north. That mix, instability, shear, lift, it's happening further east and more often, especially in the dead of winter, when most people think storm season's still months away. Out west in what we used to call Tornado Alley, something's gone quiet. Not silent, but less furious. And it's not because the storms have forgotten how to rage, it's because it seems the recipe's off. Until last year, Oklahoma hadn't seen an EF4 tornado since 2016. Tornadoes still happen in the plains. They always have, but they don't seem to cluster like they have down south. They don't haunt the same back roads year after year. Out here, tornadoes are a season, April to June. Predictable, almost polite. Down in Dixie Alley, they show up when they want. January, July, midnight, Easter Sunday.
Hey, I'm a keep it a bean, and I ain't even think about that at the time when I saw the title. He's right. we have seen tornadoes at random days outside of tornado season. It's crazy. I don't know if it's true or it's like the Midwest don't get them outside of the season, but like here they definitely get them outside of the season.
The storms down there don't follow a schedule. They just follow the fuel. In short,
Mother Nature
the
does
fuel
what she
seems
wants.
to be heading east, and southern Mississippi, it's sitting right at the crossroads of heat, moisture, wind shear, and danger. You can see it by the numbers. Tornado Alley's tornado
Frequency of strong and violent tornadoes by month in the plains. Tornado Alley and Dixie Alley tornado. Tornado Alley is blue. Dixie Alley is, was that red, orange type? Ooh, excuse me. Good Lord. So yeah, during tornado season, obviously Tornado Alley, like I said, they're still gonna have frequency of strong and violent tornadoes by month. Look at that though. May is prime time, boy. April still good. June is too. But then look, November, December, March, January, February, it don't matter. They just pop up when they want. Just spread. Like obviously, like I said, obviously Tornado Alley is still gonna have more tornadoes. And by this it seems like the frequency of strong and violent tornadoes still happen probably at Tornado Alley. It's just like ours is so unexpected. Conditions be worse. Like it's a whole bunch
peak
of
in the spring, but are sparse the rest of the year.
everything's terrible.
Not in the south, where they spike when many others are worried about snow.
Oh my gosh. I want to get the sound of it. It's gonna go to my...
Boone, Mississippi, December 28, 2024. Highway 98, where tornadoes just don't pass through. They keep coming back, like they've got something to settle. The highway is sometimes the only clear view you can get of tornadoes through these piney forests. Unless it runs right over you and carves its own horrible path through the trees.
Yeah, that last clip, brother, was too close. Too close.
A train, jet engine, the sound of violent vorticity ripping the world apart. For some, it's the last thing they'll ever hear. For others, it'll echo for the rest of their lives.
All the roads and everything here, it's completely everything blowed down.
Roofs gone, homes peeled open like sardine cans, power stripped, the silence shattered, and once again, Mississippi found itself in the crosshairs of a storm with an EF3 tornado that doesn't care what month it is.
How quick was it?
The minute it was gone.
Yeah.
It was just that quick.
Just days before the new year, on the ground for over 28 miles, it carved a path of damage 1,500 yards wide, somehow sparing the lives, but leaving 2 injured.
It's gonna be okay.
I need to get in.
Hey. It's just good that a lot of these tornadoes, people are okay. Like,
March 15th,
ain't nothing worse than watching these tornado videos and somebody pass away.
Tylertown, Mississippi.
There it is right there.
A place most folks couldn't point to on a map until this guy decided to make an example of it. Twice. An EF4 freight train with winds hitting 170 miles per hour. It touched down near Kentwood, Louisiana, then crossed the state line like it was settling a score. A storm with nothing but bad intentions. It was chewing up everything in its path. Homes, flattened, trees, debarked. It was on the ground for a total of an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Traveling over 65 miles and killing 5 people.
What a drone shot.
Less than an hour later, an EF3 tornado touched down just southwest of Tylertown, paralleling its bigger sister, packing winds of 140 miles per hour. You can even see the scars they left behind from space.
That's crazy.
You see, Mississippi doesn't need much to light the fuse. Warm, sticky Gulf air is always on tap, even in the dead of winter or the dead of night.
How much time did you have when the roar woke you up between it hit?
maybe a minute, and I was standing in the hallway, and I just slid down the wall and you know, crunched up.
There's a special kind of hell in a tornado that comes at night. You don't see it coming. You don't get the warning signs. Just the sound.
I heard like stuff booming.
Booming, crashing, breaking, like this, that noise, the trees, yeah.
And by the time you hear it, it's already too close.
It started coming. We heard it like a freight train. Like, uh-oh. Then the windows started coming out. Then the trees started coming through. Everything started.
Yeah. January 1st, 2017, Hattiesburg, again. A tornado touches down.
Real quick, if any of y'all have ever heard a tornado personally, what was y'all experience? Like your first ever tornado you've ever heard, like you heard it like near or you heard it coming, something. Like, let me know in the comments, because that's
just after 3 a.m.
You hear the tornado. You hear like the tornado sound like trains, sound like a jet engine. Like I've always heard the train thing though, for sure. Like I've always heard it sounds like a train. I don't know, cause I ain't never heard one. You know, you get the audio from like videos, not the same as experiencing it.
Within minutes, the city's pulled into a waking nightmare. This was the bowl in the living room, tearing through college campuses, churches, neighborhoods. While it was slightly weaker than the tornado that tore through in 2013, this EF3 was deadly. 4 people killed.
There you go. There you go. 4 people. And it went right through the freaking middle.
Dozens hurt. Over 1,200 buildings damaged or destroyed. In Dixie Alley, this is the norm. The storms don't always show up for a matinee. Why? Geography, mostly. Down here, more moist air from the Gulf is always lurking. And while those fast-moving storm systems barrel in from the west, they don't always wait for morning. They're nocturnal, fueled by instability that lingers long after dark. That's why Dixie tornadoes kill more people. You can see by the numbers. The Plains tornadoes prefer
frequency of strong and violent tornadoes by hour in the Plains, Tornado Alley, and Dixie Alley. 12 a.m. Yeah, Dixie Alley, I don't care. I don't care what time it is. Obviously, most of them, but yeah, like that does not care. You know.
The magic hour, right before dusk. But down south, they wait for 2 a.m. Everyone's asleep. Cell phones silenced. Weather radios forgotten in a drawer. Or they're so wrapped in rain, you never see them coming through the trees.
And again,
Can you stand? You want to go back down?
One of the biggest upgrades with the Insta360 X5, it actually sees in the dark. And out here, light is a luxury. Tornadoes don't always wait for the golden hour. Most of the time, you're chasing shadows in the flashing lightning. The X5's rocking a 1/1.28-inch sensor. That's about 1.5 times bigger than what came before. That means more light, less noise, and footage that doesn't fall apart when the sun dips out. It's almost night and day when you compare the X4 video versus the X5. Nothing's been altered here. The X5 managed to even capture a tornado that my eye initially missed. They also crammed in 3 AI chips to help clean things up, get rid of that noise in pure video mode.
Sure, hold on, I missed
crammed in 3 AI chips to help clean things. A tornado
Where's
that
that
my eye
over there
initially missed.
Brother, hey, somebody timestamp it. Let me know. I don't see it. I think
They
it's
also
there.
crammed in 3.
Is it that? Bro, I can't see it. I ain't gonna lie. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't.
AI chips to help clean things up, get rid of that noise in pure video mode.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it works.
And in a first for 360 cameras, the X5 has a multi-layered steel mesh wind guard to eliminate wind noise. So I can come through loud and clear, even in the middle of a wind and dust storm like this.
And I simply connect the Insta360 app where I can physically reframe the shot or just let AI do it. It's like directing after the fact. total control,
That's crazy.
even in chaos.
Thank you again to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. I have a link in my description where you can go and buy your own X5.
Why you playing? That's you know, normally I let people get their sponsors off, but I normally skip it, but he's right. Insta360, their cameras be good.
Easter Sunday,
It'd be
April
good.
12th, 2020. The world was already on edge, locked down, isolated, afraid. But in southern Mississippi,
Yeah, he said 2020.
something worse
that was COVID.
brewing. The kind of fear that doesn't creep in. It barrels through your front door at 190 miles an hour. Just after 4 p.m., a tornado touched down in Watteau County. It didn't ease into it. It came out swinging, gaining strength as it tore across the piney woods of Jefferson, Davis, and Covington counties. By the time it reached Bassfield, it was a monster. 2.25 miles wide.
2.25 mile. What? 2.25 mile wide?
So big
GGs.
it looked just like rain. On the ground for nearly 68 miles. What it left behind wasn't damage, it was erasure.
House completely slabbed. Nothing but the foundation left.
Homes were flattened, gone without a trace. Debarked trees, forest turned to mulch. Vehicles.
I've never heard of this tornado, Bassfield. I wonder if they got a video on it.
Kicked cans.
Or somebody got a video on it.
12 people died. More than 20 were injured. Each path here is more than a slash on a map. Lives changed in moments. Let's be clear. Tornado Alley still gets its share of monsters. Those big cinematic storms that roar across the plains like something out of a Hollywood fever dream. But something has changed. This isn't just a shift in geography, it's a shift in vulnerability. And it's happening in places that can least afford it.
It just went by really quick, but after it tore up a bunch of stuff.
I assume it was extremely loud.
Over the last decade, the storms have been drifting east into places packed tighter with people, into towns stitched together with trailers and a prayer. And down here, you don't need a monster to cause a massacre. Sure, I've talked about the big ones, winds screaming 190 miles an hour, but most of the storms that hit this stretch of the South, they're weaker on paper, just strong enough to destroy a home that was never meant to stand a chance.
Oh my gosh, there's people injured.
The storms haven't changed, just their aim.
It started coming. We heard it like a freight train. Uh-oh.
Shout out to Jonothan Petramala. Shout out to Scott Peak. Shout out to everybody whose footage he used. Obviously including some of his own. But yeah, I'm curious about that Easter Sunday Bassfield tornado. I might have to look that up. Yeah, very insightful. Like I said, I kind of figured he was gonna go there where like most of the stronger, like I said, not all the strongest tornadoes happen over there on paper, but there's a lot of other things that like make a lot of the tornadoes that happen on this side more deadly. The visibility, the amount of buildings, the amount of wooded areas, like everything's so close to one another. Rain wrapped at night, like they happen anytime, and there's just so many what's the word I'm looking for? There's so many other can't even think of the word, but there's so many other things that will make the tornadoes that's over here just more deadly, even if they're not stronger. So I appreciate the video. You know what I'm saying? This makes me want to click on this. Good thumbnail. But yeah, I hope y'all like this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe to your boy. Again, I'm going to give y'all details on the giveaway soon. And, then all I got to do is follow the instructions. And you'll be in the giveaway. Yeah. Again, out your boy's own pocket. If you're not subscribed, the first step is subscribing. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to your boy so you can be part of the giveaway. Like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. It's your boy J Osh, and I'm out. Hee.